this video, I want to show you how to avoid foreclosure without selling at a discount. And watch this video all the way to the end where I talk about how to get free money. And I really do mean free money from the US government if you're in trouble with your mortgage. Now, a lot of times when people are in a foreclosure or pre-foreclosure situation and they are at risk of losing their home, they're thinking how can they protect the credit and get rid of the problem as quickly as possible. And one solution that everyone thinks about first is simply sell my home, get the bank paid off, avoid that foreclosure, save my credit so that I can possibly buy another property in the future when my situation changes. And in doing this, they tend to find a lot of investors that will come by and offer to buy the home at a discount, normally a very substantial discount off its market value. Now that will solve an immediate problem, but the downside to doing this is that you end up giving away oftentimes a tremendous amount of your equity in your home. But what if you don't have to necessarily give it all away? Now, it makes complete sense to want to avoid foreclosure. And in fact, you need to do that first because the cost of foreclosure will stay with you for years between higher interest rates, the impact on your credit scores, putting deposit down on things like utilities or your cell phone, all because of that foreclosure. So avoiding the foreclosure is certainly the #1 goal, but the #2 goal should be to keep as much of the equity in your home as possible. Now, the reason so many people end up giving away so much of their equity is because they're working with short-term investors. If you're in pre-foreclosure, or worse, if you have a notice of default, you have probably had numerous phone calls from real estate agents, private investors, and maybe even iBuyers offering to buy your home for quick cash right now. And I bet your phone is actually ringing off the hook. The problem is short-term investors are coming in and saying, I want to make a quick return on this property. So they may be wholesalers, which are investors that will offer to purchase your home for a very reduced price. They will get it into escrow and then on-sell that property to another investor before you have even finished selling the house to them. It is a quick cash for them and potentially a world of hurt for you. Or maybe they are a fix and flipper. And again, they will offer to buy your home for a reduced price, upgrade it, and then sell it at a premium. And then once again, they've made a quick profit at your expense. Now, the secret to not having to give away all that equity is to work with a medium to long-term investor. You see, the medium to long-term investors don't worry about making money in the short run. They actually can give you market value for your property. And they do this because they are looking at what this property will yield over a much longer period of time, because they believe that the gain will be higher than the wholesaler or the quick fix and flipper investor. So now, not only is a long-term investor going to help you get caught up with your bank and avoid the foreclosure process, it can protect your credit. You can actually walk away with some of the appreciation you have in your home, which could be substantial, especially when you compare it to selling it to a short-term investor who's going to take all that equity out of your pockets. So how do you find these investors that can remedy your situation quickly without taking everything from you? Well, that can be a bit difficult to find because most investors want to turn a quick profit. But my team and I have partnered with a group of investors that formed a company called the Agile Group. This is a group of medium and long-term investors that believe in helping individuals that are facing foreclosure, that are either deep into it or at the risk of being late on their payments, help them get caught up, protect their credit, and get more equity out of their home. Now, if you'd like to learn more how this model might be able to help you in your situation, go ahead and click the link below in the description, and we'd be happy to do a free consult with you to see how this model can help you not only save your home from foreclosure, but also protect your credit and put more money in your pocket from the equity in your home. Now, it's important to note that the sooner you start this process, the better, not only to help you get as much equity out of your home, but also minimize any of the impact that will have on your credit. For example, if you haven't gone late yet, we want to keep you from ever going late so you don't have a late payment on your record. If you've already gone 30, 60, even 90 days, that's going to have a bit more impact on your credit, but not as much as if you already have a notice of default. So ideally, we want to be in that 90-day window. And if you've got a notice of default, we want to avoid an actual foreclosure, which has a major impact on your credit and your quality of life. So the sooner that you can get started to protect that from happening, the better it's going to be for you. So go ahead once again and click the link below to see if we can help you with your new unique situation, and save your credit and put as much equity back into your pocket as possible. Now, I said I will share with you how you can get free money from the government, and you should get onto this first to see if you can get it. And you should do this as soon as possible because the money will run out and it takes time to process the application. It costs you nothing to apply to see if you will meet the qualifications that the government has. And I created a video about this. So watch that video to see if you meet the criteria for that money. It could be as much as $56,000 to get you out of your first mortgage arrearage. So click on that video to the links that are in the page and see if you can apply. Now, if you like what I shared with you today, go ahead and click that like button. Make sure that you subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so that you don't miss any content that we publish for you. Once again, I am Jordan Quinn, and as always, I am wishing you the gift of a most wonderful life. Thanks for watching this all the way to the end. Oh, it was kind of okay.